Or this is a quick security message I want to pass across to you. It's a very, very serious security message. Do not forget to share this video to save life. Do not forget to share this video. Let this video go viral. It's a serious issue. Don't take it as a joke. It's a very, very serious issue. What I have discovered is this one. Over the recent weeks, since this coronavirus outbreak has come out, I have been following news on a daily basis. And I can say I don't usually watch news like that. But as a result of this, I have been very, very updated, try to see the latest, what is happening in our communities and all that. We all know this coronavirus started in the city called Wuhan in China. Then gradually spread to Italy, to US, UK here, and other countries like that. And we have seen the numbers of casualties this virus is currently killing. But if you compare to the minority groups that are living in these Western countries, let me use that word, the numbers of confirmed cases are extremely few, and the numbers of casualties among these minority groups, they are extremely low. And again, I listened to one social radio on Italy where the Italian man was actually saying, why is it that this coronavirus is only killing the white people? Sorry to say, I use that language, but that was the message the Italian man was basically sending using that radio. Why is it that this coronavirus only affects the white people? Because the numbers of white population that are affected by this virus is extremely high. I can say in Italy, the numbers of white people affected by this virus is up to 98% compared to other ethnic minority, which would have been maybe 1.5% or if not even up to. We have seen the same case here, right here in the UK, where even these minority communities, they are not really affected compared to other white population here. But I was watching news, was it last week? I watched a news where CNN was basically showing that Trump is a bit concerned about the black population in America that are more likely to be affected by this virus.
Centers provide care to 28 million people living in medically underserved urban and rural regions, including many African American and Hispanic communities. We're taking care of them. And it's so important because you've all been reading about the disproportionate numbers on African American, and you're reading a little bit less about Hispanic, but likewise Hispanic communities. The numbers are disproportionate. In fact, we're doing big studies on it right now. We don't like it.
And this became very shocked to me because right here in the UK, there hasn't really been any case like that. Then I called my auntie who lives in the US and I was asking her. She said that they are saying that word is really strange because the black population in the US, they are not really affected like that. It's only maybe 1 in every 100 you can see confirmed cases. But she do not really understand why that news is coming on CNN, that the people that are likely to be affected, they are black people, they are black communities. Then I take it as mere because I don't actually live there. I didn't take this very seriously. But just yesterday here on the Sky News, and I see again that on the Sky News, honestly, let it not be I am lying. I'm going to show you the video. Just watch this video and tell me what you can see here because I just don't want anybody to say, oh, listen, these people, they carry fake news. That's why I want to show you this video. You watch it now.
Well, an official review is to be launched into why people from black and minority ethnic backgrounds appear to be disproportionately affected by COVID-19. Sky News analysis has found that 4 out of 5 English health trusts with the highest number of deaths have some of the highest South Asian and black populations. Well, Inzamam Rashid looks at the possible reasons behind the apparent large number of ethnic minority deaths.
Another victim of this frightening illness, another victim from an ethnic minority. Black and Asian people are succumbing to this invisible killer, and it's happening at an alarming rate. Nadir Noor was just 48 years old, a bus driver in London, father of 5.
It's incredibly heartbreaking to...
What is happening here? You're going to be extremely intelligent to understand what is happening here. The news that has just been released by Sky News is a fake news. There hasn't been black population dying or who has been subject to high mortality of this coronavirus in this country. No way. No, it's not the case. Of course, there is white, Hispanic, Indian, Asian population who are in this country at the front line, who are at least, let's say, 55% of ethnic minority groups who are working in NHS here. They are these minority groups. They are up to 55%. But even as they are at the front line, they do not really, this virus do not really affect them compared to the white ethnic groups. So why is it that the medians are not telling us the truth? Why is the media lying? The question I keep asking is this one. What could be possible reason why this news is popping up? Why this fake news coming up from a very big media such as Sky News or CNN or other big media stations like this? What is their plan? What is the Western government plan towards these ethnic minority groups? What is their plan towards African communities? What is their plan? This is the question you should ask yourself. What is their plan? Now, I am beginning to think that we heard recently how the French medical doctors, they were saying they were going to Africa to test these vaccines in Africa. Despite that, Africans they don't really die of this virus like that. And we have seen the Chinese authority overnight throwing black people on the streets.
This is what's going on in Guangzhou right now. Black people have been kicked out of their apartments. Students have been kicked out of their dormitories because there's been a new surge of corona in China. And they are saying this is coming from black people. Even if some black people have corona disease, is this how to treat people?
Or in an attempt to test this community of contracting possible contraction of this coronavirus. And we have also seen in Europe here that the mainstream media is turning the page against the black community. And this is not actually what is happening here. 98% of people dying here, they're actually people from the white ethnic background. But the media is making us to know that it's actually the black people or the other Asian community, they are the ones who are likely to be affected by this disease. Could it be that they are changing the strategy? They are changing the strategy. They are not able to go straight to Africa to start this test. So for as long as they are not able to do so, what they would do is to actually make it think that this community, they are the ones who are affected, who are dying on a daily basis, or who are victims of this coronavirus crisis, and begins to use that method to perform the test, the vaccine test they have been trying to carry out. That is exactly what they want to do. That is exactly their plan.
Certain communities of ethnic groups are more affected by the virus, whether there's greater circulating spread, whether more needs to be done to isolate certain groups of individuals. That can only occur if we have more testing, more data, and more analysis of what is going on, not just in hospitals, but also within the community setting.
No, it's not true. It's not true. It can't be true. What you are saying there is a manipulation against certain group, certain minority group. That's what you are saying there. This has been done in order for them to be able to test these vaccines, even right here. That's what you say. Just have a look.
And today, responding to Sky News, the government confirmed they will carry out a review.
We've asked Public Health England to look at this in some detail, and then what we really want is, if we see any signal at all, we want to then know what next we can do about it to minimise risk. But to be at this point in time, whilst the age, comorbidity and gender is clear, this is not yet clear in terms of ethnic minorities, and we need to look at this more carefully and get this right.
You see that now? So now you now understand what I mean. You're going to be careful, man. I'm telling you. I weep why the black community has now become a testing ground for every experiment that has to be conducted on human beings. I weep why our leaders, the leader representing the communities, they are not intelligent enough to understand what is happening. I weep why the black community, they do not have a system that protects them. They do not have a system that agitates for them. They do not have any, they are so vulnerable to every other communities out there. It's a very, very sad story. So you can help to prevent this. The way you can help to prevent this is to share this video with friends and family. Let them know the plans of the Western government over the black people living in this Western world. Honestly, I doubt, because these people, they are so powerful. If they force you to take vaccine, if they want to force you, they can. But it's their strategy. You can see the Trump strategy is not really different from this authority strategy here. It's the same thing. This is exactly what they want to do. For as long as there's not much of us dying, what they do is to make you be so fearful, even when you don't have this virus. Because they say, oh, the mortality rate in this community is very, very high. You are worried. You want to quickly go to the hospital. If you are going to the hospital as a result of you think that you have this virus, that will be the beginning of you putting your life in danger. And the consequence of that is for them to be able to use you to conduct that experiment, and it will lead to death. That is why you see some of us who ignorantly, unable to understand what is going on, they go to hospital and they go there and die. The question I'm asking you is this one. Is there a cure for this virus at this stage? No. Is there a vaccine for it? No. So which means if you actually contracted this virus, the hospital cannot be able to cure you from this virus. The hospital do not have the facility to combat this virus. Only you and your God and your body system, your immune system. This is where you are able to overcome this virus. And I am sure many of us in this Africa community, in these Asia communities, we would have contracted this virus, but because of the strong immune system that we have, we are able to overcome it. But in the white ethnic background, they are not really like that. Because their immune system, most of their immune system is extremely weak. It's not able to contain virus like this. That is why you see many deaths in this community. They will not show you those coffins. They will not show you where they are burying those people on the mass grave, on the national TV. But they are very happy to show you one minority group that has been affected by this virus. That is what you are seeing on CNN. That's what you are seeing on the Sky News. But the question is this one, the thousands of these white ethnic groups that are dying every day on the cause of this virus, how many of them are they showing on their media? Have you ever started thinking about this? How many of them are they showing on the media? Oh, US lost 2,000 people on one day on the cause of this coronavirus disease. Italians lost 970-something people. The French, they are losing 1,075 casualty. Have they given you the image of the victims of these casualties? Have they given you? If you want to prove me wrong, release the data of the actual numbers of victims of this coronavirus so that you will be able to know what I'm telling you. You're going to be careful, man. You're going to be careful. When you have the symptoms of this coronavirus, please, as a minority ethnic groups living in this Western world, my advice is this one. Do not go to the hospital because they will use you to conduct experiments. The experiments they have been tried to conduct on this, their vaccine, they already have the vaccine. They are testing it. The public is not aware of what is going on. So the group that is subject to this testing, they are the black people. They are the Asians. They are the other ethnic minority groups who will be the victims of this vaccine testing. So you're going to be extremely careful the way you visit the hospital these days. So if you contracted this disease, this is what you have to do, right? You stay home. Stay in your home. Try as much as possible. If you are someone who has family, keep your family away from yourself. Be isolated, right? Try as much as possible to take lime often. If you have shea butter at home, shea butter actually cures this disease. It's just that many of our scientists, they do not believe the experiment coming from Africa. So try as much as possible. Use shea butter, put it on the water, drink it. It works. If you have lime, garlic at home, just drink it. If you're going to survive it, you will survive it right there at home. If you're not going to survive it, you might not even able to survive it. I'm telling you, the hospital cannot save you. The hospital, the Western hospital cannot save you at this stage. They cannot save you. But honestly, what I've seen so far, God is wonderful and God is powerful. We as humans, we might plan, but it might not always go the way we want it. But I will encourage each and every one of you there. Pray with our season. God is able to overcome all these evil people we have in our communities. Honestly, God is able to overcome whatever challenges that come our way. Believe in God and pray with you and your family. Pray with our season, basically. Because what is happening now, it's only God that can just save us, honestly. Because these authorities, they are so powerful that to overcome them is very hard. And they control the media. So this is the thing. But God's power is absolute and is bigger than theirs. So don't forget to share this video, share with friends and family, and let them know what is happening, what's currently happening. Thank you very much, my beloved. Bye.